Okay, before we go on, something I need to notice. None of you have used the bathroom during this whole time.
Don't you even start.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Garrett, real quick, tell that story real fast. It'll be great.
One time when I was in Scotland, living in Scotland, played a werewolf campaign, and after about 45 minutes of play, the storyteller of the thing was like, "Oh, well, you all collapse and have intestinal distress, and because no one used the bathroom." Like we're werewolves running across the tundra, and he just declared because no one said I'm gonna squat that, and everyone died. That was the end.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I may have ever been a part of.
Okay,
oh my God,
yeah,
what a waste of
specifically
time.
said you didn't poop before or during this. You're all dead now. Thank you for enjoying my game.
All right. Thanks, bye.
There were chills. There were
It
thrills,
was good.
Oh,
but no
man.
pooping.
At least my cat's alive.
The cat's been pooping nonstop. You're
in Peter's jacket.
Oh no.
No, none of that happened. None of that happened. We don't play that game where you have to poop. But yeah. So back to the super serious stuff. So you don't know. So yeah, what's He's like, so what? So you think there's any other survivors?
Well, there
I would
were
say so.
4 of us there were 3 of them when they barged into my apartment. Now, I'm not convinced that one of us was actually a person at this point.
Oh shit, y'all. I just sort of spaced. What the fuck happened to Jacob?
Yes, is Jacob a real person? I mean, I've seen you at your hardware store, and I've seen you at the bar. I've never met this Jacob person in my life until tonight.
It comes to our game night. But then again, I mean, if you really think this is a dream, then, whatever I say is just what the fuck ever. So, I mean, this is all just
I think it's
pointless.
pretty real. Personally, I'm not one
feels
for...
pretty real. Don't like that it's real, but...
No.
Pretty sure it is.
I mean, I've always seen Jacob at the games as well, so I mean, he could be a fixture of the haunting of the apartment because I've never seen him outside the apartment.
Doesn't seem like a real ghosty type to me somehow.
So, but to clarify this, the 3 of us, and actually I've even seen your father, Jeb, in the hardware store as well. The 4 of us in this room have actually all seen each other outside of this building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But Jacob's a lawyer. Yeah, he's a lawyer, and so I'd never frequent any place that he'd go. I never go down to the courthouse. I mean, except for the occasional a small thing, clerical stuff and whatnot. But I'd never go to any places that he's gone that I know of.
Well, I think we have a decision to make then. Do we stay huddled here in your apartment, Jeb, or do we try to conclude however this dream needs to conclude and go try to solve what I think is a haunting?
I mean, practicality tells me to just stay in the apartment because everything's hunky-dory in here. I mean, you could even go get your little cat and bring her here, and then we'll just chill here. I mean, I've got a whole collection of Family Feud we could just watch and play, cut the edge off all the seriousness. We could just have a good old time.
Frank says, yeah, but it seems like we'd run out of food after a while.
Yeah, I don't keep that fridge real stocked.
Well, how long do hauntings typically last if this is a real thing? And
well, my studies, if this is a real thing, and I'm not just going to wake up time, a haunting can last as long as, a haunting will last.
Wow, great non-answer.
Well,
indefinitely is what he's saying.
Okay.
Speak plain.
It can run itself out, or it could last forever. There really isn't a measured time.
So if you're saying solve this haunting, what are we going to go do? We're going to go poke around the basement? We're going to go look at some old records?
Well,
go talk to that maid ghost
when you had said, wait a minute, maid ghost? When did we see a maid ghost?
That was me. I saw a maid screaming ghost, very scary, did not like.
Wait a
Not
minute,
a fan.
whoa. How did you know that?
She mentioned it to me in the bedroom when we were laying, bend down.
I mentioned when I first saw y'all, I said, "Hey y'all, I saw a ghost. I'm pretty sure it was a maid." Creeped me the fuck out. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I guess you
I
were
wasn't
paying
in the
attention,
room.
just thinking
That's
it was a dream, right?
Take
So
both of y'all's word, and you see Peter take out his journal and just like slowly write something while looking at both of you.
okay. Cool.
Peter, roll intelligence and occult with +1.
Me or
Peter, yeah.
oh, okay. Intelligence plus occult will be damn. That's 7.
I gotta start throwing other stuff at you.
1,
He's too good.
2. That's 2 successes.
Okay. You know that with hauntings and stuff and ghosts, they typically have what's known as an anchor. And if that anchor can be destroyed, that usually ends it. Like something keeps the spirit. I mean, the spirit to the mortal realm or whatever. Like whatever the ghost had, say it could be a person, it could be an object, it could be something. But once that thing's destroyed, the haunting ends.
So with that knowledge, Peter still has his journal after writing what he did about these two, and is, like flipping through it, saying like, "So we need to find the anchor to end the situation that we're in. Now, all of us have experienced some kind of phenomenon, be it a temporal phenomenon or seeing a specter of some sort. But these things can be clues. Even that weird corpse that the guy who I don't think exists found could be a key to figuring this out."
Yeah, anchor. You mean the whole you get the old bride's veil and you salt it and burn it, and that whole hullabaloo, right? That kind of stuff.
Yes.
The thing tethering them to this world.
Yes. Basically, it's the thing tying the specter to the world. And if you'll remember what I said on the last floor, Beryl, I believe you had run off while we had this conversation, but I think this might be tied to the original foundation that was sitting where we're standing.
So with that, would there be something, it burnt down, so maybe there's something in the basement that didn't get burnt up? Is that possible?
Frank says, you're all really serious about this ghost shit, aren't you?
Dad, you haven't seen what we've seen. Not in the last,
I run a museum that thrives on it, sir.
Are you the guy that runs the Sasquatch thing?
Yes. Hello.
Oh boy.
I've met you multiple times.
Oh. Where are you from again?
From Jacksonville, originally.
Oh. Okay. All right, y'all. You know more about what's going on than I do. He turns the TV and kind of flips it back on, and you see a board with like a bunch of numbers on it, and Steve Hardy's pointing at a family and they're laughing, but it's not up very loud. I'm just gonna watch this old family feud.
All right, Dad, just sit down over there. I tell Peter kind of subdue so that my dad can't hear it, and be like, yeah, he doesn't really remember people he doesn't care about, and because you're from Florida, he doesn't really care about you. And the whole Sasquatch thing, he doesn't really buy into. Don't take it personally.
No, it's understandable. I've owned a museum in this county for 9 years as a business owner, but that's fine.
Yeah, but you're still not from here, so it's
no.
He's a little old school in that. So
perfectly understand. But,
so finding this tether.
So Hill Manor sat on what was the guts of the building that we're in now.
Mm-hmm.
So when I moved in here originally, did anyone notice that there was a painting in the lobby as you came in?
Beryl, you recall, you've all seen it, but you recall that painting was the painting. I mean, that painting when you saw like the maid ghost, there were the paintings on the wall, and there was the gentleman sitting in the chair with another man behind him. That's the same painting that's in that you saw. It's in like the front lobby area.
But it manifested here on the third floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, actually, weirdly, I just saw that same painting when I saw the ghost lady. The painting was on the wall here, which doesn't really make any sense. I get maybe it was there before.
But here's something that's always perplexed me in the months that I've lived here since I moved in. I can find a numerous amount of information on Josiah Hill. I cannot find anything, and could not find anything, about whoever's in that painting with
the other dude. Okay. Well,
as the records as I found from the town hall and everything else, when the fire happened, everyone in the building died.
Maybe, hey, Dad, do you know that painting that was in the lobby? The one with the two gentlemen, and there's, Hill, and then there's that other feller. Do you know who that is? You know what painting I'm talking about, right? I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah, the one I heard you guys. The one in the lobby. The dude sitting in the chair. Well, he wouldn't say dude. The guy sitting in the chair. There we go. He's on that big plaque thing out on the front gate. And you recall there's like one of those little like brass emblem kind of things. Looks like a big coin. Like it's his profile. What about him?
Yeah, but do you know who he is?
Some rich plantation owner back in the day. Supposedly, like, kind of kept to himself. Bit of a weird fellow.
Maybe a confirmed bachelor. Maybe
confirmed bachelor. He kind of.
Yeah, even Peter gives you a little sidelong look on that one.
I don't know. Like maybe these dudes, they look kind of close in this painting, right? Maybe they're like, I thought they were sort of like one was sort of behind the other, kind of. Or am I misremembering?
Frank just kind of shakes and says, "You millennials are something else, man."
Yeah. I mean, it could be a forbidden love. Love.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, he had the money, and then I don't know. Well, shit. So, do you think, Peter, that this guy is the reason it's being haunted? You want to figure out who he is as the next clue?
I believe that's the only clue I have to go on at the moment.
Okay, how can we figure that out? If everything was burnt up, where do we start?
Well, this shit, like, it's all kind of disjointed, right? I mean, okay, yeah, there was the, seemed kind of like the fire in the stairwell, but then there was the dude who looked like he was from the fucking 70s or whatever. So what does that dude have to do with all this real old shit?
He may be something and he may be nothing, but if you'll remember, the building was built on the foundations. The foundations of Hill Manor are still very much intact beneath us. So your original assumption of going to the basement may be the correct one.
How do we get there, though?
Here's a crazy thought. Going down obviously hasn't worked, but we can seemingly go up. What if we just try to go to the fourth floor? I mean, there's only how many floors in this building? Is it 7, 4, 5?
There's 4 floors plus roof access.
So we only have to go up, one more floor and then to the roof to see what happens, because we can't go down. So it's crazy, I know, but
I believe we can't go down. You've claimed we can't. However, I've seen no evidence that we cannot.
Well,
you also haven't seen what we've seen, Mr. Peter.
If you want to try to go ride the elevator and do like a weird loop around where we just skip the first floor and go to the top again, we could do that if you want to try it. But we tried it twice already, and Miss Poole had the same shit happen to her.
Be my guest.
Frank says, "Do you think there's any other normal people out there or anything?" You said some people were kind of kind of weird, but you think there's any like other normal people?
I would like to think so, but I'm also not going to go looking because last time we walked into a room, we found some things we didn't want to see, you know. And that Mr. Ben was.
How many people were at that game night thing that you were at? Was it just you? I guess you two, and I guess this other guy
Jacob and Ms.
here.
Poole. So there were the four of us, but Mrs. Poole, something's wrong with her, and I don't know what it is, but
She's
whatever
not Miss
is
Poole.
happening to people, yeah, she's not herself.
Is there anyone else? Was there anyone else who attends regularly?
Oh, Ben's come sometimes, but we already found him, and he's in Beryl's room. Jacob normally comes.
You also remember. You also remember Keenan at the very beginning.
Oh yeah, our boy Keenan.
Yeah, Keenan. Okay.
Who is this Keenan individual?
He essentially was. He's kind of slow, to be frank.
I think he lived with his mom, but maybe she passed away or something.
Yeah, he said he was gonna come, I think, but obviously never did. I really don't know him too well. Just see him in passing.
Roll. Let's say wits and social. Anybody socialize.
Okay.
Honestly, you all can make that roll. Just a flat roll. No modifiers or anything.
Okay.
No successes.
Wait. Okay, I got one.
Okay. You do know that he lives on this floor. What is it? At room 3K.
Okay, he's actually just down the hall here at 3K, so we could try to see if he's here.
Yeah.
Well, if you all believe he would be a person to talk to, I can't see any reason not to try to talk to him.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we'll go over, knock on his door and see. But if we hear some funky stuff, God, who am I kidding? Yeah, we gotta go check on him. Yeah, even if we hear some unsavory things or some scuffles in there, we gotta see what's up.
Okay.
Yep.
And at that, we're going to stop this chunk of the recording. And this time I won't kick Sam off.